We go now to the latest on that oil spill impacting local wildlife. Flint Hills Resources and the Coast Guard tell us tonight that some of that light crude oil has been reported by the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi beach over on Ward Island. So far, 145 barrels, or about 6,000 gallons worth of oil, has been cleaned up. That spill was first reported in Ingleside when 14,000 gallons were discovered spilling from a broken pipeline. That spill killing 13 birds and 2 sea turtles. Tonight, scientists at the UT Marine Science Institute in Port Aransas tell 3 News' Michael Gibson that they are doing research on how oil-filled water affects wildlife.
The folks here at the ARC Rehab Center in Port Aransas are not the only ones concerned about the effects of oil on the wildlife. Researchers at UTMSI have written several research papers closely studying the effects of oil on the wildlife, and they say in some cases it can be catastrophic. This is Dr. Carrie Ackerley. She's a research scientist at UTMSI. She studies how the environment affects fish. One of her research papers focused on how redfish survived the Deepwater Horizon oil spill. And the news wasn't good when they recreated that oil-filled environment here in the lab using redfish embryos.
One of the things we actually looked at was how the oil spill affected the fish when they were in their eggs and hatched. We saw that their hearts were very deformed and that they were probably not able to survive if they were hatched in oil.
Over at the ARC Rehab, the program coordinator, Alicia Walker, has worked for years to treat turtles who have been cold stunned, injured, or maybe even covered in oil. She says the oil can cause really serious health problems in turtles.
It can impact their heart function and their ability to breathe, which would of course cause huge issues.
Walker also tells 3 News that marine birds are oftentimes the hardest hit populations when there's an oil spill. During the recent Flint Hills spill, at least 10 birds ended up dead because of this incident.
A lot of these birds are water birds, and so they're going to be diving into that oil to try to find food and become a little bit more easily impacted.
Dr. Ackerley added that if we continue to see more oil spills in the bay, and they happen during breeding season, we would start to see significant effects on our wildlife population. Michael Gibson, 3 News.